Good morning, this is your reading for the week ahead, and today's card comes from Wisdom of the Hidden Realm. I've used these ones previously, but I always seem to be drawn to certain cards because there's so many amazing insights, but I do muscle test to find out what it is that you need for the week ahead. And if you're here today, you're meant to be hearing this message because today's card is not so bright and shiny. It has appeared in the reverse. And when a card appears in the reverse, it represents being a challenger. So things may need to change in your life in order for it to become more of the positive aspect. And so today's card is this specific card, and it's called the Ringmaster of Scrutiny. It's about discernment, clear vision, and details. I am going to read it from the book today, and because some messages may not be so obvious from the images, and so I'm not so drawn into the intuition of this particular card. And if we have a book, we have a wizard with his wand and a mouse looking through a looking glass, and these things may also mean something to you, and whatever it means to you is right for you in this moment. But I'm going to read also from the book about what the challenger represents, because that is the card in reverse. So when the Ringmaster of Scrutiny appears as your challenger, he warns you to observe your situation with discernment and clarity. So what's going on in your life right now? What do you need to really put your focus on? It's time to see the flaws in the foundations that you and others have built under you. It also seems that you may be getting caught up in the details of your dream when really it's time to leave them to the divine. Perhaps you're worrying about the past and the future too much, forgetting that the dream is created in now time. Often the Ringmaster of Scrutiny also brings a warning to read the fine print and watch for hidden agendas when you're involved with others. Don't worry, whatever your current challenge, things can be resolved as soon as you cultivate detachment and trust that the details will be taken care of once you turn them over to the divine. The universe has an uncanny way of self-correcting when you get out of your own way. So this is often when you think you have to control a situation, which is left brain involvement, the ego mind, and instead of working with the creative and your inner self, your intuition and your angels. In one book that I read, it says you also need to hand over the responsibility to your angels to support you. You have to give them permission to help you, because sometimes they're all there, even your ancestors who have passed over, they're all waiting there to help you. However, you need to give them permission, give your problems over to the divine, over to your higher self even, all-seeing, the all-knowing, the one that can never get hurt, the one that has access to your Akashic records and knows what it is that you're meant to be experiencing. But if we let our ego mind get in the way, it can take us off the path of ease and flow, that on the path that we're meant to be moving forward on in this life. And so it's maybe about time to let go of some of that control where you can, and then trust, which also came up in the card. Trust that things will work themselves and align as they should. Because sometimes if we try to control a situation or a person or a thing, we make things even more difficult for ourselves. Instead, it's about going with ease and flow. I'm Anne Barrett of Empowering Health, wishing you an amazing week ahead.